Good morning, y'all, y buenos dias. So today we are at week 17 of the pregnancy update videos. If you guys are interested in seeing what we've been up to and how I'm feeling, then keep on watching. So we are at week 17, which means baby is the size of a pomegranate, which is perfect and seasonal, which I think is awesome. So baby is approximately 5.12 inches and around 5.9 ounces, which, like always, is so incredible. If you guys do have the Bump app, which is the app that I use, it'll show you like 3D models of what approximately the baby is looking like at that time, and it's just so wild. Like, they're little tiny people and it's just so cute to see. And Luna loves to see the baby on the thing. She's like, bebe, bebe. So anytime I pull up the app to read up on what's going on like during that week, it's so funny to see her excited. And that's a whole section of what I wanted to talk about today, is that I feel like she is more aware now, especially because the bump is bigger. Like, she sees like a change in mama, and so all of the time, like throughout the day, even when we talk with my mom on FaceTime, she's like, mama, bebe en panza, and like she says, you know, mama has a baby inside. And she likes rubbing my tummy, and I tell her that she needs to talk to the baby, so she'll talk to the baby, and it's the cutest thing ever. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but like all throughout Instagram, it's been circulating like this video of a little boy, and he sees like his little sister for the first time. He's like, sissy, sissy, and he's just holding the baby, and it's like the cutest video ever. I cried like every single time that I watched it because it's so freaking cute. And so I was just like, that's gonna be Luna. And so it's just so exciting to see that she's already excited. And I know that once the baby gets here, it'll be a huge adjustment for her, obviously, and I'm gonna try to be as mindful as possible when it comes to that and nurture her, because it's a huge drastic change that she's never experienced before in her life, and I definitely don't want her to feel left out or forgotten or anything like that. And so it'll definitely be a balance act, and I'll try to make a whole video on how I handle it, obviously after I handle it, just to try to inform you guys on what kind of things I do to make her feel not only loved but involved. Anyways, after that tangent, baby this week is turning its cartilage into bone, which I think is super gnarly. Just the fact that it's so early and they're already like having like hard bone structure. My weight now is 108, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm eating more. I made these cookies, y'all. So good. So good. I've been eating a lot more, and people ask me all the time where I get my recipes from. I know this has nothing to do with my vegan pregnancy update, but I get asked on a daily basis where I get my recipes from. And so a lot of them are just off the top of my head, of flavors that I think are good and will work well together. I watched a lot of Food Network, a lot of Food Network in my life. And so literally just off seeing what people say, like, oh, that's a good flavor combination. That's like stuff that I've tried. And then also, I love Pinterest. I love Pinterest, and I always go there, not only for inspiration but for recipes. And sometimes when I can't find a vegan recipe that I like, I will look up conventional recipes and just veganize them. Like these cookies, I mean, they look like an emoji, y'all. Like, it looks like a cookie. It tastes so good. It tastes like classic chocolate chip cookie. And what I did was I just looked up a regular chocolate chip cookie recipe, and then I switched it up. I always use flaxseed egg, and then I always use oat milk, which is what we usually make once a week. And so they come out perfect, like literally perfect. And I use, most of the time I use applesauce instead of butter. But there's like 1,000,001 different like vegan replacements and swaps for baking, and it'll tell you like which is better and stuff like that. So it's all about trial and error. Sometimes I'll make something and it'll taste disgusting, and I'm like, oh, you know, like super bummed out about it, but that's how life goes. So for my mood, I have been super happy, and I think it's just because I've been eating so much lately. I love to eat. That's my life's passion, second to cooking. And because I love cooking and eating, goes hand in hand. And so I just love being in the kitchen and whipping up whatever I can. So this week I've been craving bagels a lot, and so I wanted to make my own cream cheese. There's tons of vegan cream cheese, and there's tons of vegan cream cheese that I really like, but I am always looking for a new way to reduce my waste. So I was like, I can make cream cheese. We always have cashews on hand, and everyone online had said that cashews were the best thing to use for cream cheese. So I'm like whipping it up, you know, doing my thing, and then it comes out and it's like granules of cashews, and I was so bummed, y'all, because we have a Vitamix, we don't have a food processor, which hint hint, anyone wants to give me a holiday present, that's definitely what I need. So yeah, I made it in the Vitamix, but it was too few cashews because the recipe only called for a cup, and so I put a cup, but like the blender is huge, and so like it just splatted all against like the walls of the blender. And so yeah, I just had like a bunch of crunchy, not cream at all cream cheese. I still ate it because I didn't want to waste it, and it didn't taste bad, it just wasn't cream cheese. But yeah, because I was really craving bagels and I just wanted cream cheese with my bagels. So no aches this week, and as far as symptoms, it's just me peeing a lot. And a lot. I've been drinking more water, like I told y'all that I would. And so it just makes me pee even more than what I already need to pee. And I've just been eating a lot too. So that's it for symptoms. Sleep has been divine. Luna has just been getting more and more on the hang of sleeping the whole night and waking up relatively later. She's now getting up at around 6 instead of 5 and 5:30. So that's a huge improvement. It just feels like hours more of sleep. Even though it's only 30 minutes or maybe 15 minutes sometimes, it just feels like a drastic change. So we actually just got back from our second appointment yesterday, and everything went really well. It was just like the normal checkup, my blood pressure and all of that stuff, and everything was normal. And so I was talking with my midwife, and one of my biggest concerns about this labor is the drive. So as many of you guys know, we live in the middle of nowhere, and I'm delivering in Springfield, which is an hour and a half away. And it's not that far of a drive. There's people who've done way longer drive, but it makes me nervous to think that that's how long I would be in the car if I'm in like heavy, hardcore labor. And so I told her about it, and she was like, well, really, if you know, start feeling the very beginning of labor, you can come in and, you know, just drop off all your stuff and then go to the park or go walk around. There's like a walking trail like really close to the birthing center. So I was like, yes, that's exactly what I'll do. She also said if it's in the middle of the night and you start feeling labor, you can just come and sleep here. Like you know, no one has to be here. You could just literally come in and sleep, and that way you feel comfortable and more like homey instead of like people coming and seeing about it. And so that made me feel so good, because that was something that I was really worried about. I was thinking about like renting an Airbnb like around the time, but then I was like, how am I gonna know when to book an Airbnb? So talking about that really just relieved me, and I've just been so excited now, because that's just like off my mind. That was a really big issue that I was thinking about, and now I'm kind of just relaxed about it. And now for the bump. I actually have been wearing these maternity like little pants thing, and because my regular pants don't fit anymore. But it's awesome. So that is it for today's video. As always, if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Tlazocamahti for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.